From time immemorial, demons have been viewed as symbols of wickedness and malevolence across all cultures and religions. Christianity regards them as outcasts from heaven who follow the Antichrist, Lucifer. To understand their scope better, here's an A to Z exhaustive register of demon names in different civilizations. The term demon originated from the Greek word daimon, which literally translates to supernatural being. In older times, demons were believed to be spiritual forces that had an effect on human behavior. Check out this list of the most iconic demonic names. Amun is the name of a Christian demon who presides over 40 legions and is also known by other names, such as Amun, Balaamon, of Carthage, and Galun, which means he who induces of eagerness. Amun was considered the protector of the earth and its people. He was a natural part of the cycles that happened on earth. Amun is said to have been able to control all of nature, including storms and earthquakes. Babinjput is a notorious figure in mythology, said to be born out of desperation. People resort to practicing dark magic for the attainment of overnight wealth. Babinjput was referred to as the monster of the night. They were said to be invisible and uncontrollable. They would attack people when they sleep with sharp teeth and claws on sensitive areas. There are many different types of monsters that could be associated with Babinjput, such as a black snake, fire-breathing dragon or scorpion. Kain is a demonic entity that appears in various demon listings. It was derived from Cain, the biblical figure. Demonologists note that Kain is a strong leader of hell, in control of 30 legions as mentioned in Ars Goetia. The name Kain is most likely derived from the Hebrew word ayim, meaning to remold/cast or to beget. This would make Kain an ancient form of Cain, who was the first son of Adam and Eve, and in biblical times, he was a farmer like his father. In Genesis 4:17, Cain is identified as the son of the land. This translation reflects his agricultural activities. Cain was marked by God with a sign of protection and marked from his brothers, who sought to kill him. In the Zoroastrian religion, a deva is classified as an evil spirit of sorts, comprised of some very unpleasant qualities. As per the Gathas, a collection of ancient texts, they are seen as rejected gods who have been cast out of the celestial realm, left to wander the earth in their animal forms. In some of the ancient texts, it is said that devas are created by humans, who will later descend into them due to varied circumstances.
Fire!
The Orkneyinga Saga and Eyjolf's Saga state that when a human dies and goes to Helheim, one of 3 realms in Norse mythology, they become a deva right away. Iblis is traditionally thought to be the equivalent of the devil in Islamic culture. Other scholars have taken the view that Iblis was originally an angel but became corrupted from the powers he was given or from a sense of entitlement. The Quran addresses him only once, and describes him as Shaitan, which means accursed one, adversary, or more specifically, the devil. President Faraz has a powerful reign over hell, with 29 legions under his control. He can enhance someone's wisdom, speaking abilities, and the ability to become invisible by teaching the principles of logic and ethics in all their forms. He is also known for having red eyes and a white beard and is usually seen wearing a large purple robe. Gap/Tab is a demon mentioned in demonological texts. They appear in the form of a prince who inspires love. As per the Munich Manual, Tab has control over 25 legions of spirits. In some versions of the Faust legend, the devil Mephistopheles is a servant to Tab. Hagentai is a prominent figure in demonology who has the power to lead 33 legions. Moreover, this force of chaos can give humans knowledge about any topic and can even turn ordinary materials into gold. He is often depicted as a handsome, dark-skinned man with long, curly black hair and thick black eyebrows. In the Ars Goetia, he is described as a great Duke of Hell who resides in the third Ether. He rules over all things connected to fire, including day, night, love and war. He can also lead men into truth or falsehood. In addition, he has dominion over 33 degrees of the zodiacal signs. A number of other demonologies have been written with different names for this entity. In Islamic mythology, Ifrit is a powerful demon and Afarit are often thought to be associated with the afterlife. It is mentioned in various Quranic hadiths that they are among the jinns. In Sunni Islam and Wahhabism, Ifrits are believed to be a type of jinn or one of the jinn's daughters. In Jewish mythology, similar creatures known as Mamzerim or Malachim, angels, also have fire-based powers. They are also called, an angel who has power, in Hebrew. They are said to be born in a pure state and their behavior is based on whether they choose to follow God's teachings or not. Kabenda is a mythical figure present in both Mahabharata and Ramayana. He was an exceptional singer in the heavens, however he got cursed by Indra, the ruler of heaven. Rama eventually destroyed him and liberated him from this terrible curse. The curse turned him into a black stone and he became blind. He was then asked to sing on earth for people as they lay dying. According to Jewish folklore, Lilith is a demon-like character who is believed to have been Adam's first wife. She has become quite an iconic figure in many stories and myths over the years in Jewish folklore. Lilith is said to have been created from the same spark of God that created Adam. However, she was not content with staying as Adam's wife and went out into the world to find her own story. As a result, she became interested in human sexuality and made it her mission to tempt men into committing sin. Some stories say that she would even seduce men and give birth to demons in their sleep. Lilith has become an important figure in many other cultures' folklore too, and there are many variations of her story across different countries and times. Marid is included in the Islamic angelic demonic hierarchy. It is believed to be a type of shaitan, who are labeled as rebellious according to Arabic tradition. Marid is also used to describe a supernatural being who performs miracles such as healing, prophecy, and provoking love. In Islam, it is believed that marids exist only in the minds of believers. However, they are considered very powerful beings capable of wreaking havoc on the earth. According to Japanese mythology, an oni is a type of demon or creature. They are typically portrayed as large figures with one or more horns wearing tiger pelt loincloths. Oni can come in 3 different colors, red, blue, and white, depending on their gender and occupation. This monster is an incarnation of one of the 3 evils, greed, anger, and ignorance. It is a common assumption that its name came from the Japanese word oni, which means devil or demon. King Paimon is a figure from the Lesser Key of Solomon and the 9th spirit of the Goetia. Initially, he was introduced as the 6th spirit but later on was referred to as the 3rd king in Liber Officiorum Spirituum and the 9th spirit in the Lesser Key of Solomon. He is described as a king who rules over the east, dressed in royal clothes and with a crown upon his head. He has the power to cure diseases, make men invisible and travel through walls. He also has the power to wither away crops, trees and grass, turn men into wolves, transform people into birds or animals, bring back those who have died, restrain women's libidos and cause people to love each other passionately. Rahab is known as one of the few female demons in ancient literature. In the Bible, she is often associated with being an incarnation of wrath. Additionally, in Jewish mythology she's a legendary sea monster, who also appears in the Bible. You might be familiar with her because of the Old Testament story of Rahab, which takes place during Joshua's conquest of Jericho. Rahab is most known for inspiring the city named after her in Israel. Valak, the 2-headed dragon rider, is portrayed as an angelic winged child with remarkable power. He can detect hidden gems and is even given the position of president with command of serpents. Such prowess warrants him a respected status in many circles. He is also given many divine traits, such as the power to turn men to stone with one glance of his face. Valak appears in the legends of China and Vietnam. In China, he is typically depicted as being white or green with a long dragon tail. In Vietnam, he is less commonly depicted as having 2 heads but remains winged and has a long dragon tail. His name originates from the phrase mythology, which means supreme ruler. The Chinese story depicts him becoming the supreme ruler of the 9 worlds after defeating the Dragon King, Ao Guang, and his 6-headed children and 3-legged grandchildren. In Vietnam, Valak is said to have been a wise god who drew up the land using a rice paddy as his cane. He then created humanity from clay with the aid of 2 servants. Valak is also mentioned in Chiyo Shiori's first poem in Japan. Wolf yokai are demonic creatures that appear like wolves. They may have a human-like shape, with features such as sharp fangs and pointy ears, or be completely wolf-like in appearance, with pointed ears and fangs. Name prey on humans in the night, and often show a human form during the day. He's a powerful middle-ranking devil, but it was his idea to burn down heaven that led to him and the other angels being sent away. He's also incredibly vain and vengeful, double-crossing Lucifer at the first opportunity when he was on the verge of defeat. Yevon is the leader of the quintet of lesser Satans as well as the fallen angel. He was the one who encouraged the other Watchers to have relations with human beings. Aspiel, Gadriel, Pinamu, and Casday, each known separately as Satans, aided him in his wrongdoing. We appreciate you tuning into our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it will ensure we can deliver more content to our devoted followers.